So this is the exterior, obviously, of the 2022 Dacia Sandero, or Dacia, however you want to pronounce it. This obviously is mine. This is the comfort model, and let me show you around. Try and not get the number. Say that. There we are. So that's the front of the car. Come round to the side. There we are. And also, it has actually got automatic locking. Obviously, I've got the key in my pocket. It's keyless start, keyless entry. I've got the key in my pocket. As I'm at now, the car is currently locked, but if you go closer to it, I think you go to the driver's side, it will unlock. So if I get, you can just come up there. I don't know if you saw the indicators there, but if we then come to the back of the car, if I walk away, you hear the locking of it and the beeping as I've then walked away. Same again if I walk to the driver's side, it unlocks straight in, push button start. So let's have a look inside. As you see here, obviously on the dials, you see there it's done 306 miles altogether. It had 9 miles on it when I got it, which was a month ago I got it. You see obviously the front of the car here, it's a CVT automatic. Sorry about the quality of that, the lighting isn't great. See there the headrest on the seats, pretty comfortable seats actually. You can see here it's got the mats as well. It's not the greatest of weather, so the mats are mucky. You can turn off your parking sensors there. It does have the old Renault controls for the audio there, obviously your volume, your source and stuff for the radio. Steering wheel has different menus there to go through, obviously telling you fuel consumption and the arrows and things to go through your menus. Has cruise control there, which is very handy. Just before I get in, I'll just show you the back. See in here, that's at my driving position, so there's plenty of room there. I'm not going to get in because it's, as I say, I haven't been in the back yet, and I don't want to muck it for the sake of getting in. But plenty of room, plenty of headroom. View through the centre there, the seats. Come out here. You've got your petrol tank there. Onto the boot. Under there. Decent sized boot. Parcel shelf. Underneath there I have got the spare tyre, and this side there's the jack and whatever for it there. Decent handle up here for the boot. So I'll go to the other side again. You can see up there we are, quite a decent size, you know, similar, there we are, locked, similar size to the Fabia, which is what I had previously. So if I come now, I'll just show you on the display inside the car, and out of the pretty cold weather. So step inside here. Sorry about the shaky camera work. Bear with me a second. There we are. Oh, right. So I've got the key. Bear with me. I'll show you. Key there. Dacia key. Same thing as the Renault has for their keyless entry, as far as I'm aware. And I'll just come in here. Sorry about that. You can see there the start button's flashing. So foot on the brake. Press the power button. And we're all on. The lights are on at the minute, down, but I can zoom in. You can see there, I can show you now actually. Press this menu button here. It will show you your miles that you've done, average consumption, which today, current miles per gallon, range, how far you've done on the fuel that you put in, obviously last time, when you reset it. Back to that, you've got your speed limit, sorry, mile an hour you're doing. And over there, obviously analog dials. This has got, sorry, really not great with the camera work, automatic lights and automatic wipers at that side. Come across here, you've got your eco button, your stop start, which I turn off usually as soon as I get in, because I never, it comes on the dash there, stop start deactivated. I never really get on well with those, and I always forget that it's, if it's on, I forget that it's on, so I'm driving about, obviously it comes with it, and I'm like, oh bugger, it's gone off. So I usually turn it off straight away. Manual heat controls there, obviously, instead of climate control, but you have got air conditioning, and you've got your heated rear window. I don't know if you'll be able to see because I've got different cables and that, but decent sized glove box, and the manual is in there, but it's right at the back because it's actually a pretty decent sized glove box. I'm zoomed in, sorry, zoom back out again. There we are. There's a decent seats, electric windows all round, which you can control them all from the driver's side. Electric windows, electric mirrors, sorry, as well, but then, and heated, as far as I'm aware. Not entirely sure on that, so don't quote me on that. But they're not electrically foldable, you do have to fold them in by hand. So, and then, as I say, we'll come across here, we've got the vents, obviously, either side. Actually, pretty decent vents, they're literally just, at your hand level, well, they are for me. So, straight in your face if you need that. Decent vents, they are, straight there. USB socket up there behind there, that does light up on a night as well. And obviously you can put your phone in on the stand there, which this tilts, so you can have your phone whichever way, like that. And on another model, which you can tell, I don't know if I zoom in, can I zoom in? You can't really tell there, but there's a blank there. On other models, there was another USB there. So they did have two USBs, but this one's got one. As I say, it does light up at night when your lights are on. And then you've got a 12-volt socket down there. As I say, CVT gearbox. So let's have a look at this screen. So let's power it on. So as you can see, you've got radio, media, phone, vehicle settings, and smartphone integration. It's got Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Can't show it at the moment because I'm actually using my phone to film. But that's been working perfectly. It did at some point, they did do a wireless Android Auto, Apple CarPlay. But this one hasn't got that, so I think they did it for a short time. But this is with the cable. But I've had no problems with it. It's been absolutely fine for using it as a sat nav, using it obviously for playing my music and all sorts of things. So yeah, so you've got your radio there. It's still actually got the cover on it. If you mute it, bear with me. So you can actually tell in the corner there, it's still got the plastic on the screen. I haven't even removed that, but yeah, radio. So then obviously you've got a list of your channels, which you can update depending where you are in the country. Gets more different things. So main, so it tells you there which channel you're on at the bottom there. And obviously pretty responsive touchscreen even with the plastic on. So you go through there and you've got a list of various ones. I don't know why, but for some reason I've doubled up on a lot of them, but it is what it is. Presets, obviously you can put in ones there that you listen to often. Options, what we've got there, that was about sound, is it? Oh no, that's update the list, sorry. Traffic announcements, various things. So you can go back, so you can go to your home there. Sorry about that, pardon me. Right, that wasn't me, it's just because I wasn't pressing the right area. Then you've got media, but at the minute I haven't got Bluetooth connected, and obviously I haven't got USB in. Then you've got your phone. My phone isn't connected at the minute, but if it was, you'd be able to dial straight from there. Select on your contacts, and you can see your text messages on there as far as I'm aware. And get alerted if you get new ones. And your vehicle settings, you get there, tell you active braking, which this does have. I haven't had it activate yet, but as far as I'm aware, it does work. If you get too close to something and you're not braking, it will come on, obviously. We'll put the brakes on for you. On there, auto door lock when driving, so obviously after you've set off, so long after you've set off, it will lock. Hands-free key functions, I suppose that's obviously doing things without hands-free key functions. I'm not entirely sure on that one. I don't remember seeing it before. Approach unlocking, but yeah, literally as you walk to it, as you walk away, it will lock and unlock. And then walk away closing. Park assist, that's your rear view camera, which I'll show you in a second. Just wait for this person to go by. Yep. So yeah, if you look at the thing, well, I should look down here actually. Pop it into reverse, foot on the brake, pop it into reverse. There's your camera. It's quite mucky, the camera actually, so it does need a wipe, so it does look better than that in person when it's clean. But you can see there, and the lines do actually turn with your wheel when you are reversing. You know, the lines do change. At the minute, obviously, I've got the steering lock on, so it's not steering lock. I've got the handbrake on, so it's not doing that. But yeah, so look at everything there. It is obviously just a rear view camera. I know some of the Dacia Dusters Extreme have all-round cameras, but this is a rear view. It does have rear parking sensors. Yeah, but yeah, it's a pretty decent reversing camera actually. And then obviously you come back, press the home button. Back into park, and it'll turn it off. It does take a couple of seconds, but it will go back to whatever you were doing. There we are. Go back from there. You've got driving eco, which I suppose tells you how economically you're driving. You can alter that, and obviously with the trip report, and it tells you how to drive more economically, I suppose. And then go back to your home. Obviously settings. No, that's for your radio. Obviously your volume, your speed, volume according to your speed, your loudness, your balance, your fader. Obviously different sound settings. Display, whether you want that on day-night mode. It does actually go darker when you have your lights on automatically, or you can set it automatically, should I say. Or you can put it on night or day, whenever you want. Devices, obviously that's your Bluetooth that you can connect to it. System, that's your language, your clock, your settings such as that. It didn't actually go back when the clocks went back. Yeah, so I had to do that myself. Not a big issue, it's very easy to do. You can actually press that on there and it go straight to your car settings, and that'll tell you your camera. But yeah, when you go to the radio, it's actually very good. Smartphone integration, obviously I haven't got it plugged in at the minute, but that's your Android Auto and your Apple CarPlay, and you can add as many phones as far as I'm aware. I don't know how many phones you can add, but I've only got the one at the minute. So yeah, as far as I'm aware, that's all pretty decent sound from it. Not a bad system at all. Some of the ones that were this model maybe a year ago did have sat-nav built in. As I said, they had sat-nav, they had wireless Android Auto, they had the extra USB, but this one now doesn't. So whether it's because of the chip shortage, and they couldn't fulfill certain orders because obviously due to COVID, or whether it's another reason, I'm not sure, but this one doesn't have the sat-nav inbuilt. But as I say, I use my Android Auto and it works perfectly fine. So turn that back off again, and there we are with the time and everything. So yeah, that was just a look at the Dacia Sandero. Decent look around it, and hopefully it gives you a good idea of what they look like inside out, what they've got, and yeah. And thank you if you have been watching, and hopefully I'll do another video in the future of more details of the car, or if there's any experiences I have with it. So thank you very much for watching.